Hey, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, whenever you're looking at this page. I'm just giving some directions on the thesis statement practice. You can refer back to this when you're doing your work, or if you were absent, you can look at these directions. Okay, so a thesis statement, I'll just read this to you. A thesis statement is one or two sentences that expresses the main idea of your paper. So it basically it's the beginning, the roadmap, telling the reader where you're going with your ideas. A thesis statement provides the author with a direction to write his or her paper. So you're going to go over your claim, the three main points, and then you're going to explain in further detail those three main points. Okay. It provides the reader an idea as to what the paper will be about. Okay. So we want you to, in the activities coming up, we're going to write a claim for your opinion on the topic. And so I'm going to give you several topics. Okay. Write 3 reasons to support your declaration or claim. I should change that. Sorry. Declaration, claim, same thing. 1 reason to oppose. So you got to look at the other side of the argument. What's one reason why somebody would disagree with me? And then you put it all together for a thesis statement. So here's the first. Okay, the big thing is you always have to pick a side in for these exercises. Otherwise, it's not really a thesis. Okay. So sorry, I'm putting my little box up here. All right. So here's the example. The topic questions at the top up here. Should high school students have a curfew? Should they be forced to come in at a certain time at night? So your claim is high school students should have an enforced curfew. How many of you guys believe that? I don't know. So, but anyway, let's look at it. So the thesis is high school students should have an enforced curfew. What are the 3 reasons? Students are less likely to get in trouble if they're at home. Students need their rest for school. Being behind the wheel of a vehicle during the early morning hours increases the chances of accidents. Okay, so all of this stuff is not really backed up. We're just going to go with your prior knowledge. You could, if you wanted, in the activities, look up information if you wanted. Here's 1 reason to oppose the opinion, to go against what you just said. The police officers have more important things to worry about than whether or not a high school student is out after curfew. Okay, so we're going to put it all together. I'm not sure if we're going to. Okay, so now notice how it's all color coded. So the reason to oppose, that's called the concession. And it's interesting, we're going to start off with that, the reason to oppose. It doesn't always have to do that in a thesis, but it might be easier to just do that. So even though police officers have more important things to worry about, and here comes your claim, high school students should have an enforced curfew, and now here's your support, because students need their rest for school and are less likely to get in trouble or have accidents if the curfew is enforced. So that's your thesis statement. Now, so you put it all together, and we might go through a few of these in class. So here's some topics. Does technology make us more alone? Oops, I almost edited. I do not want to edit. So right up there. Oops. I can't stand that thing. All right. Does it make us more alone, or does it bring us more together? Okay. Here's another topic question. Should what you post on social media be grounds for being suspended, expelled, or arrested? If you put stuff up there, should those happen? Here's another one. Is online learning as effective as face-to-face learning? Interested to hear your opinion on that. Here's another one. Should people be allowed to obscure, other word for obscure is hide, their real identity online? Should you just be allowed to go out with an emoji and a fake name and just say and do things online. Right. The last one is write your own claim about something. So think about something that maybe makes you angry, a law that makes you angry, a rule that really gets to you, and write a thesis about it. Okay, so that's the basics on thesis statement practice. All right, if you have any questions, just let me know. I can also see at writer time. All right, have a good one.